What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna crack this baby open. And we're gonna look for some trade setups. Anyways, right now we have a nice little list of things we're gonna be looking at, but let's focus on Bitcoin right now. If more people come into the live stream, then we'll go over the list as soon as we're done doing TA on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did have this beautiful uptrend here. We broke down from it on a measured move down. It's for us to come down to 78,185. However, this now looks like something that you would probably consider going long on. I know that sounds a little weird, considering we just took this nice little poopy doopy of a dump, but where you stopped is actually kind of the important part, because when you fell before and you popped up, you created this nice little level here at 83,599. This 83,599 could be playing a role into the price action right now, because we also utilized it as support back here when we broke back above it. Held as support, we tried to test it another time and we popped up from there. Now we barely touched it. So it's not as bearish as you think. Surprisingly, not as bearish as you think. We did have this positive cross on the 4 hour, but now it looks like they're trying to bait in shorts. I don't know. Once again, measured moves to go down 10%. We didn't even come close to that. We stopped short. Yo, what's up, DZ? How you doing? DGen request, please. All right, DGen. Got you covered on DGen. We just got a bullish engulfing candle on our previous 4 hour candle, and now we're trying to see what happens next. So right now, Bitcoin is just trying to gather itself, but if you look at the relative strength on the 4 hour, we went from overbought to bearish control zone. Now it looks like bids could start coming in. The nice part about this, last time we were even at this level was back here, and our relative strength was in the neutral territory. So we do have some form of hidden bullish divergence, surprisingly. So I don't really think it's as bearish as some people are thinking. We actually could even make the argument we could lower this down right here, and now it looks a bit more like a channel. The argument is there. Let's check it out on the daily real quick. On your daily, this looks like a classic liquidity grab, but we'll see how that pans out. Anyways, daily candle closes. We're sitting right here at 83,835, it looks like. Either way, we got a candle close, so let's raise that up there. We got a candle close above it. If we move this out of the way, we wick down to it, we popped up. Now if we lose this level, now we have a much better argument. Maybe we come down to like 82.5, but we did have a bunch of support sitting there. BTC tends to go up the more likes Porky gets. I feel like it goes up the more I talk trash about it, so I'm saying nice things about it in the hopes that it'll send it down. But we're going to bring this back here because maybe we're going to go up for a bearish back test. Who knows? But yeah, right now I don't really trust this, especially because on the daily there's an argument we maintain this longer term uptrend. So if tomorrow we get a nice move to the upside and we're back above trend, I can't really say we're that bearish. I really can't say we're that bearish, which is kind of a weird thing considering I know a lot of people probably feel hyper bearish right now, but I'm sorry to say it's not that bad. It's just not that bad. Anyways, let's go into our 1 hour. Let's see what to expect. So the 1 hour, we're seeing some weird divergences. You see the stochastic really high. Your relative strength is in the gutter. This thing looks really strange to me. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Checking out our 15-minute. Maybe it'll give us some more clarity. 15-minute wants to go up. Your 15 wants to go up. Keep that in mind. Currently, there is a downtrend for the 15 you could be trying to work off of, which is this right here. Currently, you are utilizing it as a resistance. It just doesn't look like a strong resistance. It just doesn't, you know? Let's just make the argument of this is your uptrend right now. If you break down from it, great. We have an area in which we can go. Awesome. I think a lot of people are gonna try and short right now, and I don't think it's a good time to short. I'd like to see it move up a little bit. Scott, hey Porky, can you take a look at IOTX? It's been acting weird. Hope the family is well. Family's doing really good, but yes, we can definitely check out IOTX. Yeah, family's doing really good. Thank you for asking, Scott. I appreciate that. So, if this downtrend is going to stay intact, first off, the stochastic on the 15-minute needs to be high, not low. So I'm expecting a breakout to the upside. However, if it does fall down, we'd be looking at 82,346 as a measured move to the downside. So here's your bearish case for Bitcoin as of this moment. You're looking for a 2.2% move to the downside. I welcome this over the weekend. Fuck, bleed out all weekend. Take that 2%. I don't give a shit. Just don't go up. Just don't go up. But bullish case scenario, which God, it's set up kind of nicely for it. You could find, and you're right fucking there at the 50% retrace. You're right there. But your bullish case scenario, which I would not like to see over the weekend, you could see this thing rally up 1.2%. So it's not much so far, but you know, it's something. It's something. Why no go up? We've dealt with CME futures gaps for the past month and a half. You want to deal with another one? I'm just curious. I don't. I feel like this price action's giving me whiplash, but as of right now, I do think it's likely we see this 1.2% move to the upside, mainly because the 4-hour looks pretty damn good. So does the 15. The 1 hour is the only thing that's trying to be a poopy butthole, but if you look at the relative strength, you're so deep in this bearish control zone, it's ridiculous. All depends on posts on X, the orange guy. I really hope Trump doesn't post anything. However, there is a post that caught my attention today. Apparently, he pardoned Arthur Hayes after they admitted to money laundering. That's kind of questionable. That's not good. But, oh well, hey, make fraud great again. No big deal. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing right now. I can see this thing popping to the upside, and then it's going to cause a lot of other things to start going a lot to the upside. On your 1 hour time frame, you're about to get that bearish cross, but noted, it's not out of the cards for you to come all the way back up and bearishly backtest the 200 simple moving average on the 1 hour. It's not out of the question, so I could see that happening. It would also coincide with a bearish backtest of your 4 hours 200 simple moving average. So there's a lot of things pointing me toward it's going to rally up, but I don't welcome the move. Not until Monday. Not till Monday. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the 4 hour looks really good. And I think the price fell simply because of options expirations. Because the max pain price was at 85,000. And guess what? We got below it. So the shorts won. The shorts won. Let's check out the liquidation heat map. I'm guessing there aren't very many longs, but it's just a guess at this point. Looks like some longs are starting to trickle in. 141 million? Oh my god. Way more liquidity to the upside, of course. Checking out the weekly right now. Weekly, oh my lord. $225 million worth of longs. Just chilling there. I think they're going to go for this. 237 million. I think they're going to try and push it all the way up there. But, damn, that is a lot in long sitting right here. Holy shit. It's kind of crazy. We'll see what happens. But yeah, short term, I'm seeing a 1-point-something% move to the upside. So that means we have a bias to the upside for this entire stream. Hopefully you guys are ready for that. The list that I have for you guys today: Ethereum, XRP, Solana, ADA, HBAR, SUI, Ape, C98, Near, FET, Aave, and Maker. Wormhole ticker W. I bought dip at 9 cents. Congratulations, Emery. We'll love to hear it. What price those longs between? I don't know. Will it go lower? Oh, that's what you want to know. I don't know. We'll see. W. We'll check it out, Emery, once we get there. The price those longs are sitting at is 83,517. $225 million. Oh my god. Then right below there's another 192? Jesus Christ. 157 just below that. Oh my god. There's a ton of liquidity right below us. There is a ton. Holy shit. 163 million got stopped out already. Damn. Damn. No problem, Rich. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's a lot of money down there. So if those get liquidated, this 10% downside probably going to happen. All right, anyways. Let's check out Ethereum next. So looking at Ethereum, lost support, not ideal. They're going to only make sense. They're going for it, only makes sense. I mean, yeah, it makes sense and all, unless they're the ones manipulating the market. That's the only time it doesn't make sense. Alright, for Ethereum, this is the downtrend that you're going to have to compete with. So once we get closer to this supply line, let's see what ends up happening with Ethereum's price. You did get oversold on the 4 hour, so you're expecting a bounce. If you do bounce high enough, well, you're setting up greatly for a nice downward target. Anywhere between 19.51, 19.72, start paying attention to Ethereum's price, because if it starts rolling over, your price target is 17.53 and a formal test on your long-term uptrend. So keep your eyes on Ethereum. It could be very interesting for your trades. Checking out XRP. Oh no, XRP started falling. Who could have ever seen that coming? There's no way. What? Oh my god. This came out of left field. This was supposed to be $1,000 a coin. What the hell, bro? I need to start taking acting classes. Maybe you'll believe me. Oh shit. 58 cents. Still calling it. 58 cents. Still calling it. But in reality, I do need to focus on this right here. $1.21 is the next leg down? $1.21. I'm legitimately looking for that. I really want that to happen. I mean, you had a nice, beautiful tick up, lower high. God, it looks good. God, that looks good. Damn, 43% downside. Looks good. Shit. Well, it looks even better. 75 cents, 58 cents. Yeah, I know I'm getting some dislikes on this stream. Oh man, saw your XRP comment on my YouTube short, Porky. Yeah, no, Damien, great analysis. I loved it. Honestly, best analysis I've seen you do yet. XRP going down, baby. XRP going down. The Cliff Notes version for you guys, which all of you should go over and check out. Meet Damien Short on XRP. He was looking over the RSI on XRP and how it made a big old poopy doopy right here. So that's kind of a problem. It's a little bit of a problem. You buying the dip? I ain't ever buying this shit. I ain't never buying this shit. Never. To the moon. Right. One thing you can look at for XRP, though, is when it did fall below both your 50 and 100 simple moving averages, you bearishly backtested both the 100 and the 50. So it's very likely you're going to go down and test the 200. Currently, your 200 is sitting at $1.80. But measured move based off this nonsense right here, $1.2151. Anybody want to take bets with me that that'll happen? Anyone? I mean, you lose 205. This thing's going to 155 quick. But anybody want to take bets? I'll take some bets. I think you're gonna hit 87 cents before you hit $5. I'm taking that. Anyways, that's XRP. I'll keep shitting on it. Solana. Solana's been in the poopers also. Oh, bearish, bearish, bearish. No, so bearish. Couldn't even test your 50 simple. Golly. Biggest problem here with Solana is now we do have a measured move to the downside, and y'all ain't gonna like this number. You're really not. Crypto sucks now, HQZ. That would be great entry, sir. Hey, whatever you say. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. As soon as I heard XRP Army talking about $1,000 a coin, I was like, sell everything. Sell it all. Thanks, Obama. I mean, thanks, Trump. That's pretty funny. All right, so the problem with Solana, this wick high, you got a 50% retrace. So now you do have a price target at $69.42. If Bitcoin feels like falling that 10%, I could very well see another 45% on Solana. So it kind of is what it is. I have a friend of mine that said, never sell XRP. He said that when it was $3. Whoa! Damn. Hey, spot your friend some cash. Spot him some cash. He's going to need it. You know, give him a nice little $50 as like, I hope you're doing better, bro. Like, actually, send it to him in the mail along with a deflated get well soon balloon. That would be perfect. And then on the back of the card, it just says XRP rest in peace. I think that would be funny. Then again, I do have a dark sense of humor sometimes, so maybe it's not funny to some. Right now, it is perfectly set up for Solana to come down 45%. Your daily is basically saying it could happen, but let's check that 4 out. Another thing about Solana's daily that we do have to focus in on, it got the double cross. So now shorts are going to load up on this greatly, but if you really zoom in here, you're still broken out. You're still maintaining a higher low. So it's not that bad yet. Well, I'm selling your 17 sold. No way. No way. And buy under 70, should I? I don't make financial decisions for anybody. I'm just telling you what's set up here and what is a likely possibility. You could see another 45% drop. But right now, you do have support sitting at 115. You would like to see you break that 115. You'd like to see that first. Because, as I was saying, you just got the double cross. Normally, when you cross both the 50 and the 100, usually price has a much harder time of dumping past that when it happens on the daily. So, the last time you had a double cross was back here, where your 100 and your 50 were both below the 200. You spent very little time in this area before you started trending back up. And then if we go back into the bear market, you can see the same thing. Actually, let's go to this right here. So here's a prime example. You fell all the way down, and then when the 100 crossed, you basically bottomed for a little bit. You had a huge spike up before that bearish backtest on the 200, and then you fell. So I would wait for something like this to happen. So wait for it to try and test that 200, because when you get these double crosses, it usually signifies a local bottom. So just keep that in mind. I'm sure a lot of people back when this happened here, they were just like, oh, we got a little spike. Oh, we're going lower. Let's load up on shorts. And once you load up on the shorts, short squeezes happen. So, yeah. You got your stop loss on Solana at 120. I don't want to ride it down to lower levels. That's smart. Never want to ride it down to lower levels. But yeah, so these double death crosses, you can see it back here in a bullish time. But once again, all the shorts loaded up right here. You got to spike up higher low, then you kept taking off. So, you know, it usually, let's just say we topped out on Solana right now. Usually you'll see another attempt to go test that 200 simple moving average. And if that does happen, you're going to see a pretty good rally. You're going to feel really dumb for selling, and then it could sell off later. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But as of this moment in time, you are perfectly set up for downside, which also, when you're perfectly set up for downside, tends not to happen. Going into your 4-hour time frame, 4-hour. So this is the thing that I've been noticing the past couple days. Your 4-hour stochastic it's riding its nuts on the ground. It's getting carpet burn. But you also have this weird sense of hidden bullish divergence by getting a higher low. So if you get anything higher than this low, you're going to have hidden bullish divergence, which is then going to line you up for going to the upside. So be careful on trying to short this market right now. Focus in on things like this, where this RSI is fully reset on the 4-hour with a higher low. So a rally could be coming. But I know everybody wants to hear the hopium, but you know what? We're still going to be realistic. Anyways, right now, the level you would hate to lose would probably be this low right here. If you lose 122, that's going to be a big-time problem. Big-time problem. The only reason I chose 122 is because that's where you fell, you bounced up, held support, you tried to dip below, you pop back up, held support again. So this is kind of a really important area. Set an alert for 122. It might come down and test it. And then at 122... you can make a decision on if you want to go long or short based off what the indicators are telling you. So that's what I'm seeing. I mean, you could come as low as 115 to just basically validate this low at 115 from when you touched it before the breakout. Touch it again, confirm the low. Then you have every opportunity to rally up massively. With a confirmation of a low on Solana, you could end up seeing a rally, something like this, where it comes all the way back up to 225. Be careful on your shorts. We do start a new month pretty soon too. Be careful with shorts. ADA. So ADA got a nice drop to the downside, which let's clean up all of this noise that I have here. Looks like the recent downside target almost hit. Didn't quite get there. But this thing, it has been going up, down, sideways, all around. It's gender fluid. It's a fighter helicopter. It doesn't know what's going on. But oh my god, what an annoying thing to try to trade. Even if you went here, you're now broken down. If you went here, you knew that you were in trouble up here. Okay, cool, awesome, love to see it. So now you have the idea of a false breakout and now a bearish backtest. But once again, it's that pesky little lower relative strength on the 4-hour. Last time you were this low was down here. So now you're putting in some weird form of hidden bullish divergence. So longs could technically jump in there to really ruin the bear's day. I thought March was going to be bullish. Guess not. Hopefully we can pump in April. Yeah, it was not bullish. I was thinking it was going to be bullish in March, but I was totally wrong. That's what I get for trying to predict an entire month. That's on me. I'm sorry, everybody. But here we are. Just going day by day. Yeah. So ADA right now, it has a strong possibility of coming back down to 36 cents. Don't get me wrong, but you still have this longer term uptrend here. So even if you fall, you're going to want to see how it interacts with that. Currently, if you went straight down, 61.35 is going to be the area you want to know what's going on. But yeah, this one's kind of weird because you don't really have too much of a measured move to go to outside of this little movement here. Which, if you do that, considering how long you've consolidated, you kind of gave up on it. But you're looking at 50 cents, 50.75. Honestly, April isn't looking good either. I mean, until the economy starts getting better, I think a lot of things look poopy doopy. Poopy doop. So yeah, I would be looking for this 50.75. If it does come down here, then you know this move was valid. And then you can just trade accordingly based off, do you bearishly backtest 56.86 and we're going down to 36, or do we break back above? Yeah, honestly, at this point, I don't even think Wall Street has any idea what they're doing. I really don't. Wall Street seems lost in the sauce. So looking at H-bar now. H-bar falling to the downside. Looks like that 6% did play out to the downside, which was a shame to say. I was not in that trade. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Now we could see a continuation down to 16.95. Of course, we want to know what happens at that point. So we're going to see. I did identify the downtrend. I think I identified it last night. I'm not sure. But, yeah, just falling. Just falling. I know there were a lot of people who were probably real pissy at me last night for being bearish. I know there's probably a lot of people. But if you put in shorts last night, you're welcome. Let's check out Sui real quick. Checking out Sui. So, Sui, I mentioned 8% downside. It overperformed. Overperformed. We're still looking for that 234 back test if it gets it. We also have an uptrend that we're still hanging out in. So, we're doing all right. Not really bad. Trying to reset our indicators here. We're about to hit the 786. At this point, go for the 886 and then see if price is going to turn around. It could. So if that is the case, now we actually have a measured move that we could get. Hold on. So we have the possibility, if this upside continues, of going up to 319. And noted, overall, I'm still thinking it's going to make a bearish 5-0, getting up here around this 355.4. But you know what? I'm not just going to blindly dive into these trades. I refuse to do that. But Sui, yeah, Sui doesn't look bad. Nice higher high. Still regarding the uptrend as an uptrend. We'll see what it does soon, but looks good. Looks pretty good. Back test, don't mind if I do. What's up, Lloyd? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, Sui's not looking too shabby. Looking at Ape. So ApeCoin, I know it went a little poopy. Yeah, it's doing that nice little slightly higher low, but you're still higher than 41.72. You're resetting your relative strength. It looks fine. If we look at this as a brand new uptrend, it could be way worse. You're still making these higher lows. So don't get too depressed out there. Yeah, we need some likes, guys. If we can get some likes, that would be amazing. Maybe share this with your family. I don't know. I don't know how to boost the numbers here, but let's try and boost some numbers. All right, so ApeCoin right now still putting in a higher low. We're waiting to see what it does. Checking it out on the daily though. Your daily doesn't look bad. You're resetting your stochastic as we speak. Ugh. TA on render when you get a chance. We'll check out some render. I got you covered. So your daily still looking fine. No big deal. CCI indicators back into the buy zone. Yeah, it's like it fell, but it's not that bad. If we do look at this as a bearish back test of this 55 cent level, this looks super bad. Looks super bad. Because you already know every short in existence is looking for this thing to go to 25 cents. You got a beautiful bearish 5-0 and you're falling. If that's the case, as soon as it crossed this uptrend here, everybody was like, oh, we're selling, baby, because we're going down bad. A little meat left on this bone. You'd be looking for 49% downside. Sheesh. Yeah, right now everyone is disgusted with crypto. You're not wrong. The numbers will boost when crypto improves. I don't think crypto it's really going to improve per se. I think the crypto numbers. Oh, you're talking about live streaming. Got it. Yeah, no, that's true. No, but in crypto, I think the economy needs to get better, and I'm not joking when I say that. The jobs numbers are shit. GDP numbers, or not GDP, PCE numbers came in. So it's showing that there's an increase in inflation. Oh, looks like we're dumping again. Oh no. The dump continues. Sorry for the hopium, guys. But yeah, so PCE numbers came in, which basically tells the Fed, hey, Fed, you need to hold your interest rates high. But then it's followed by, the jobs numbers are total crap. You need to lower the interest rates because hiring is gone. It's like, but inflation. Yeah, too bad, bro. It's like, it's a tough situation. Real tough. All right, let's move along. From Ape, let's go into C98. So C98 right now trying to hold its own, trying its best. One of the few that has almost reset its daily stochastic RSI. That's great. You're formally backtesting this falling wedge. Even better. I was looking for this 9% move to the downside, as we've mentioned in the chat. But now that we got that backtest, guess what? A measured move is possible. 47% to the upside could be coming pretty soon. And go figure, that lines up perfectly with our fibs. 947, that would be my target. Let's check out your 4 hour. Let's see if we got oversold. We did. We got oversold. Nice. So C98 looking surprisingly good in this otherwise absolute shitstorm of an environment. You're going to want to wait for a higher low, of course. You're going to want to wait for some stuff and some things to happen. Looks like your 1 hour is trying to get that party started with a nice rounded bottom here. Looking pretty good. When the market is skittish, I lean on trading BTC because volatility is less severe and easier to read on charts. Lloyd, you are 100% right. Yes, I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing. Because anytime Bitcoin makes like a 0.2% move, all of a sudden you see alts move 2 to 3%. You're like, what the hell just happened? Oh, Bitcoin farted. Great. Love it. But yeah, right now, C98 looks fantastic. Wait for the stochastic on the 1 hour to reset before trying to go long. See if you make a lower low. Because once again, this thing could come all the way down to this former demand line. And if you do come down there, that's probably going to be your best entry. You'll have bullish divergence on the 1 hour, most likely on the 4 hour as well. And then you will be able to strategize your stop loss below this low much easier. But until then, just wait it out. Don't try trading tonight. I don't think that's a really smart idea. But you guys are going to do whatever it is you want, because I never give financial advice. All I can give is dad advice, because I am a father. Anyways, let's move on from C98. We got near. Near. Already trying to do a little poopy doopy, trying to reset that stochastic on the 1 hour. But man, oh man, is this thing oversold. You guys remember when I got completely roasted to the upside on near because I had this thing drawn out like this? Yeah, now I feel stupid because that downside target looks like it's going to be playing out over time. Anyways, raise this back up, make it act like I knew what I was doing from the start. You're bearishly backtesting a daily level of resistance at 273, and you do technically have a measured move out of this. It's just you're so oversold. I wouldn't trust this measured move, but you could be coming down to support at 256. That's major weekly support, 256. Would not be strange. Would not be strange. You're not oversold yet on the 4 hour, and you're bearishly backtesting the 100. Dick move. Golly, dick move. Anyways, moving along from near, we got FET. Fetch AI. FET. I was looking for this 5% move to the downside. I even tried to use it on the copy trades. This wick to the upside scared me out of the trade. I was dumb. I should have just stayed in the trade. Oh well, is what it is. But we are moving to the downside. We lost our uptrend, which is also terrible. But we're still making that higher low. And now, with previous lows as support, it's looking like some weird form of hidden bullish divergence. Hey! But we do have this nice little downtrend here, so if we get a bearish back test, you're set up greatly for our nice little shorting opportunity. But we do need prices to go up for that to work out. We'd be looking for a back test of 47.1. Sweet. Awesome. Love it. So if we can get a nice little back test and then we keep it pushing to the upside, well, that means our upside targets are still intact for April, which is a great downtrend that we broke out of. So yeah, the upside would still be intact. I'm looking forward to seeing if the buyers do step in April, but you know what? I'm not going to hold my breath. Damn, I was in a short earlier, then I got into a long. Now I should have been shorting. Oh man, reading this market's giving me whiplash, guys. Whiplash. All right, checking out Aave. Aave here. This one completely roasted me the other day by having the move to the upside before dumping. I was in a short. I got screwed. But anyways. Or wait. No. I was in a long. It was moving up. And then it stopped me out to the downside. Then it moved back up. And then this. Yeah, this was a fun one to get screwed by once. But anyways, it is set up for more downside. I'd be looking for 162. It's set up nicely for more downside. Not oversold, nothing. Wow, 1 hour needs to reset. Hold on, this is set up really nicely for downside. Wow. You even have a nice uptrend to really focus in on when the best time to get in would be. We would use that right there. Coming in close. Holy shit. Did we get a full 50% retrace with that wick? Oh my Lanta, we did. Wow. That's pretty. Oh, wow, that's great. You can even use a new downtrend here. Oh my god, 3 touches? That looks good. That looks really good. You could get as low as 157. I'd be focused on this 162, though. That's what I'd be focused on. Could see a 6, possible 9.8% downside move. Could go deeper. Oh, 115 is your major support down there? Oh, shit. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Jesus. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Put that back. Oh, man. Those don't matter anymore. Alrighty. This doesn't matter either. Because we're focused on this. Alright, cool. Ave. Could go down a lot. Alright, last one I got for you guys is Maker. Oh, what a wick it was. What a wick it was. It's starting to look like you're about to start dumping a bit. Which, I was looking for this thing to dump earlier today. But it started breaking out, so I got out of my shorts. What's up, Nigel? How you doing? Now, I don't know if it's going to fall or not. I really don't. Maker's one of those weird ones when the whole market's falling, it'll get bullish for some reason, and it'll also be bullish over the weekends. Bullish case scenario, you could see this thing rally up a little over 14%, so like 14.78%. Can we check out Jupiter? Sure. Got you covered. So it could rally 14.78%. If the weekend gets bullish for some reason, you're getting your third touch right now on this recent uptrend, which is really weird to me. Checking out your 4 hour. Now your 4 hour is coming down from being overbought. You have a low stochastic. Let's check out your 15 minute. And your 15 minute also looks like it wants to rally. So this one is kind of the oddball here. It could rally up from here. This wick down gave you that 50% retrace. It could go up. It really could. There's not really a solid argument for you to go down because with this wick high, you got a higher high. So, all eyes are kind of pointing on this thing to go up 14%. You're just waiting for some positive price action. If it does decide to go down, I mean, maybe you get a deeper retrace. So maybe you'd aim for like $12.95, but a little bit harder to figure out where to the downside it would go because of this wick high. I guess we would pull it right here, and you'd be looking for $13.28. So this would be your target from where you're sitting, a 7.16%. There's no way. We still have 10 likes. I'm not mad, chat. I'm disappointed. It's fine. People just don't like the stream. I probably have at least 3 dislikes. It's fine. No big deal. Yeah. So you have a bullish and bearish case here. Weirdly enough, I'm leaning bullish. Indicators say this is going to go up. So I just have to go off the indicators. That's all I got. We'll see if it happens. But yeah. Now, let's get into the request. We got DGen first. DGen here. I know I chart this thing. I know for a fact I chart this thing. There ain't no way. We're on Bybit? Oh, gosh. It was on Bybit. DGen did a terrible thing. It lost its uptrending level of support. but you're still above major support. So you're fine. I don't know what to tell you for degen. The buyers just are non-existent. I don't think you made it high. Oh, unless you're using that. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I guess if you're using this as a high, you formed a brand new downtrend? Wow. On the 4 hour, you put in hidden bearish divergence? Who would have thought? Alright, anyways, I didn't see that before. But yeah, hidden bearish divergence was achieved by almost getting overbought. You also had bearish divergence right here. Holy shit. So this had full reasons to fall down. But now, last time you were oversold was here. You're nearly oversold again. The fact that you're making a higher low, I guess, is positive. So there's an argument for bullish divergence, but I wouldn't really trust it. Yeah, so you have a possibility of coming down to this 1699, but you also still have the possibility of making that massive move to the upside. Degen looks weird. As long as you're above 2892, you're doing okay. As soon as you lose 2892, cut your ties with it, man. Just give up, because now it's going to discover how low it can go. That's the type of limbo you don't want to play. All right. Anyways, moving along from degen, IOTX. It's bisexual. Oh, that's pretty funny. So, following wedge, you're still expecting this 39% move to the upside. IOTX, as long as you stay above 15.93, you're doing okay. Definitely limbo you don't want to play, right? Maybe, just maybe, you're coming down for a nice little back test, 15.93, but you're not oversold on the 4 hour and you just lost your 200 simple moving average. This is not a good look. Not a good look at all. If we look at it on the 1 hour, let's see what's going on here for over the night. You got oversold. You popped up to get out of oversold to sell off further. I don't like IOTX right now. I really don't. Nice wick to the upside to give you that bearish 5-0. Bearish backtest on the 200. Everything's kind of pointing you toward this 1464. So unless the market gets suddenly bullish, I could see another 13% downside for IOTX. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. But also, if you do get that quicker than anything, it'll look like a formal backtest of the falling wedge pattern. So it won't even look bad. It'll just be annoying. We'll see what happens here. Who decides on dilution of tokens? Is a dilution of Bitcoin possible? No. So Bitcoin's proof of work, and it's in the code. Every 4 years, the reward rate. Words are hard sometimes. It cuts in half. So right now, Bitcoin is technically the most deflationary asset in the world. But yeah. Either way, Wall Street treats it like a risk on. So they don't actually give a shit about it, even though they're still accumulating the daylights out of it. It's kind of like, at some point in time, you have retail that's barely holding on right now. So if they did have Bitcoin, they're going to sell off so they could, like, I don't know, pay for food. And then you have the billionaires who are like, yeah, we'll just keep on buying it over the counter and then sell on the open market so we can get the rest of the retail to sell off. Emission schedule. That's what it's called? Emission schedule? Okay. But yeah, their rewards, it gets cut in half. So they can't really dilute it. It all depends on the miners and the hash rate. So that as the hash rate goes up, it costs more in electricity to end up mining a block. And then it makes it to where everything levels out. So 1 Bitcoin right now, I believe, is around $89,000 to mine a Bitcoin. So as the hash rate keeps going up, the price follows soon after. Yeah, it's the only token that the hash rate goes up before the price. W. Let's check out W. Wormhole. Wormhole. Don't you let those worms in your hole, buddy. Don't you let them in. Oh, so you were asking if this could go any lower. Your average buy-in was 9 cents. I guess it was a good buy-in. You are in the depths of hell with no higher lows. Ballsy to buy in. Pretty ballsy. I like it. Oh, let's check out these downtrends that you got here on the weekly. This is showing you how ballsy you are. You're not broken out of your downtrend, buddy. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Oh, decisions will be made soon. Decisions shall be made. Too late. Worm is in the hole, right? At the end of the stream, can you let us know which coin we are looking at tonight? Is it the most bullish? Nothing's bullish, DZ. Nothing's bullish. Christian, same here. Worm! It's pretty funny. Alright. No bullish divergence to speak of, just an oversold bounce. Well, if it finds a bottom, it'll be a sweet play. That's fair. That's fair. Check it out on the daily. You do have a higher low. So that's your only saving grace right now. Is this mediocre uptrend. What's up, Jim? Doing pretty well. Things are good. Things are good. Alright, your 4-hour wants to find some bids. So, there's an argument for upside because you did put in a higher low, and you do have hidden bullish divergence. So this is really good for Wormhole. If I were betting on this one, I would be looking for this to move up to 17,192, but it would have to maintain this uptrend. So, this uptrend right here, if you deviate from this uptrend at all, if you wick below it, I'm out. I don't care. I would be gone. I would be out of there quicker than a girl who said I love you on the first date, okay? I mean, get your business done and get out, brother. But, no, this thing actually looks like it could rally up pretty good. Could get a breakout of one of your downtrends, and you'd be looking for something like an 83% move to the upside. But yeah, once again, this low right here, it better not get lower. It better not. Some bitch, no wonder my paycheck looked low today. It's Friday and end of the month. Got effed in crypto and effed by baby mama taking child support money. That's pretty funny, DZ. Yeah. Makes you just wish you were there as a dad, right? At least when things are dumpy, there's clear direction. Chop is slop. You're right. Chop is terrible, but a direction is great. Direction is great. But yeah, right now for Wormhole, I'd be looking for 82% move to the upside, getting you back up to 17,192. That looks to be what they're trying to do right now. So, enjoy the run. Stop loss would be right at 8815. Because yeah, you lose that uptrend, pff, screw this thing. You're out of there. Render. Oh, render looks pretty good. Beautiful back test. Hidden bullish divergence. I like that on the 4-hour. I like that. This one was from our local TA guy. Meet Damien. It is respecting an uptrend. It's looking good. Looking really good. Also retook its long-term uptrend. Not too shabby here. This is the stuff I like seeing. So yeah, DZ, I would say render is the most bullish looking one. The only problem I have is the 1-hour. That stochastic on the 1-hour looks like dog poo-poo. Dog poo-poo. And it's not even potpourri. It's just poo-poo. Anyways, we're not too worried about the 1-hour. We're more worried about the 15 and the 4-hour, but you're right now wedging out. So once you get a break to the upside, you'd be looking for the upside. Looking for trend to continue. Render could be setting up for an absolute gorgeous move to the upside. $4.79. 29% move to the upside. Can I look at forever? I'll never be 21 again. I'm sorry, James. I'll never be 21 again. CRWV? My B? Oh, that's what it is? Okay. Core Weave? The fuck is that? Okay. It's nice when good projects show strength in price action again. Yeah, it's true. It is nice when that happens. But yeah, this bad boy, 29% upside move for render, looking possible. I would like that stochastic low on the 1 hour though. That's the thing that would hold me back on this. But like your 15 looks good, your 4 hour looks good. Even your daily doesn't look horrendous. You're fighting against that 50 simple moving average. That daily close, damn, you got back below it. That sucks. It IPO'd today. Talking about Core Weave. Chart looks super bullish to me. Okay, cool. So if things pan out, if you can get back above that 50 simple, 29% move to the upside is yours. Also, focus in. Just gotta stay focused here. Let's look at this 4 hour real quick one more time. We got overbought. We better be overbought back here. Fuck. We're not. So we did put in a little bit of a double top situation, maybe even hidden bearish divergence with this peak right here. So there is still a possibility of a real poopy doopy downside move because of the hidden bearish divergence idea. But you did make a double top also. So I will give you a bearish case scenario, which no one likes to hear it, but you know what? This is why we're here. But damn it. Could be $1.31 to the downside. The fact that you got overbought without taking out your highs, that's a problem. That is a big time problem. Oh boy. That's the downtrend you're looking at. And you're back inside of it. Yeah, so that wouldn't be fun, but that is your bearish case. So hopefully the 29% upside works out. Otherwise, there's a argument for 63% downside. Just keeping you informed, people. Just keeping you informed. To be fair, everything's pointing toward the upside, and all you got to do is clear this high in order to completely invalidate the hidden bearish divergence. Completely invalidate it. But we will see what happens. Just maintain your uptrend. It'll be all right. Anyways, I guess we're going to check out Forever. The fuck? Alright, James. What the hell? You asked me for Forever. I don't know what the hell it is. We got Core Weave at least. What's the ticker for Forever? I don't know what Forever you wanted. It maintained strength during the dump. Possible strong play. That's right, Jim. Possible. Oh, you meant to say Core Weave, not Forever. Oh, got it. You want me to do TA on something that's been out for 8 hours? Hey, James, there's no data. I can't do anything with this. Especially on a stock. I can't do shit with this. I literally can't. I know nothing about this stock, and it has 1 day of data. So, I appreciate the request. But I got nothing for you. Especially with it being the weekend. All right, we're gonna move along from this. Jupiter. Damn. James, that's the whole thing. You can't make any decisions on CoreWeave until Monday. Like, it opened today. It went up today. All they have to do is have a weekend of, like, their wives kicking them in the nuts and telling them to do dishes, and it'll sell off. Like, it doesn't take much to sell off after opening day. That's the whole problem. So it's like, we could talk about it, but in reality, nothing matters on CoreWeave until Monday. It's too new. There's no data. There's nothing. Like, we don't even know how the market's going to react on Monday. So, the fact that it's the weekend, I can't do anything with that at all. Like, like that's the whole problem. I had to say it. Jupiter, little straightforward here. You got out of being oversold. You got nearly overbought. Luckily there's there's major hidden bearish divergence. This looks like dog shit. This looks terrible. Beautiful 3 touches right here before you fell over. Ugh. You could find yourself at 30 cents for Jupiter. I thought Jupiter Foundation was going to start buying their own token. What happened? Like, what happened to them buying? 36 cents or 36% downside could be coming for Jupe. Jupiter's not looking good. With it breaking this uptrend, not a good look. Also, Solana's going to be falling too. Oh god, no. Jupiter's going to be real bad if Solana dumps. It's going to be really bad. The only thing that's really in the green right now is fucking Move. I was trying to short this thing earlier. It wouldn't let me. So now I'm just focusing on how can I short this thing. It's not cool. Which, oh, we got overbought over here. What is this price? Hold on. Yeah, you made a higher high, but you got a lower high than this. You were basically oversold. Weird. XYZ, INTC, and SIM. Alright. Gold all-time high, 31.26. Oh, it's sitting at all-time highs, huh? Nice. Nice. Yeah, Move has gotten into the realm of I don't want to touch it. But it's trying to go up. Made that higher low. I don't trust Move. Well, I don't trust this thing. Was it the 1 hour that was showing me it? Oh, was this lower high? What did it do here? Sorry, I got stopped out of this one earlier, so I want to know what it's doing. It hit the 1272, but it never got to the 1618? What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Nearly 100k a bar? Jeez. Dethrone BTC's all-time high soon? That is crazy. XYZ. Alright, we will check those out for you real quick, Jim. We will check those out. Oh, that's why. Yeah, on the 1 hour, you're starting to put in hidden bearish divergence. We have a nice little downtrend to work off of, and it's finding a lot of resistance right there. This thing stopped me out earlier today, and I'm pissed about it. But, oh well. Oh well. Didn't realize what it was trying to do, but now we could find a lot more downside for Move. If you're interested in shorting, I'd be looking for Move to go down 14%. Porky, would you be interested in doing a TikTok live stream together as co-hosts? My TikTok has very few people like viewing it, at least the trading one. So I can't even do live streams on TikTok, on my trading TikTok. So I can't. Your liquidation level is 28 cents for Jupiter. Should I be worried, Nigel? I believe so. If Sol and Jupe dump swapping to Arrow, can you give insight? Arrow? Aereo? I can look at the chart. I don't know anything about the actual project. All I can do is look at the chart. But yeah, so this one, what's your 15 doing? Remove 15, getting high. This is what I like. Getting up there, beautiful. So yeah, right now this looks pretty set up. You could put a very tight stop loss. Looks like you're topping out right now on this move to the upside. You could find yourself going 14.67% to the downside. Aerodrome, got you, Emery. Got you. So very simple. You put the stop loss right up here at 5044 and just hope that you don't get hit. If you do get hit, well, you only lost a little bit. So that is just a simple 1.36% move to the upside. No big deal. You know what? I think I want to take this trade. I think I want to take it. I want my revenge, damn it. I want some revenge. That hidden bearish div on the 1 hour, I like that. I like that. All right, we're going 20x on the short. Sorry, I'm doing it on my phone. I don't have it logged into my websites up here. Stop loss 5047. Profit taking, we're going for it all, baby. 4239. So we are risking 35%. And we are hopefully getting 290% on this short. We'll see if we get stopped out. We'll see. Well, you guys are here live, so I'm not going to post it. We'll see what happens. Probably going to get stopped out because that's my luck. That's my luck. Alrighty. Let's move on. We got XYZ. Block. That's what they decided to become, XYZ. Putting the ticker in all caps for requests would help. That's fair. Oh, we lost the uptrend. Oh no. That's bad. Did I do something wrong here? No, we got overbought. Lower high. No, this thing shouldn't have dumped like that. What did they do wrong? What did Block do? Oh, wait. Block's tied to Bitcoin a lot, isn't it? Damn. The false breakout, the loss of the uptrend, that's a problem. Yeah, Bitcoin's going up, down, sideways, whatever. Like, move. I'm already almost stopped out. Unbelievable. As soon as I got in the trade, started going up. Already down 10%. Gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. Whoa. Your MACD is telling you a really bad story here. You have increasing sell pressure with... You had way more buying pressure with such lower prices. Oh no, this is really bad. Really bad for Block. Oh my god. You got a 50% retrace, practically, from the gap? You could find yourself at 39.39? That's crazy. What did Block do wrong? Did they miss on earnings or something at least? Dang. In reality, all you need is a 618. Didn't quite get there. So That's why I said, saw the pump start as we were opening the trade. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you know, started going up. So block right now, it's in trying times. It's in trying times. It's trying not to suck. But you're getting a death cross. Come Monday, you're probably going to dump pretty hard. Pretty darn hard. So be careful for that. You tried to rally up. You failed miserably. Let's check your 4-hour real quick. And you have hidden bearish divergence? Oh my god. Let's hope that you actually get a higher low or something. This doesn't look great. Based off your 4-hour, you could find yourself at 45.35, or you could just start chopping around in here. We're going to find out, but the month is not over on Monday. So remember that. Month is not over on Monday. And it will become the end of the quarter. So, yeah, there's a possibility of more sell pressure coming. The end of the quarter is coming. This looks terrible. Let's see if we can break this downtrend. Possible even atom double bottom forming on BTC 15-minute time frame right now. Sweet. That just means I'm getting stopped out of my move trade and it's actually going to go up a lot, which means the whole market's going to go up, which great. At the beginning of the stream, I did mention Bitcoin could go up like 1 point something %. So cool. I was right there, but also I don't like the weekend pumps. I don't like it. Might end up being a Steve and Steve. Oh, no. Not a Steve and Steve. Oh, Intel. I like Intel. I really like Intel. I don't like what it's doing right now, but I do like Intel. Sorry, I accumulated a shit ton of Intel over the past couple years, so I'm kind of biased toward this one. You've been holding a very strong support. Let's hope that you actually get a higher low. Let's hope. We did retake our 200 daily moving average. It does look like a trend reversal starting right now on the daily, which is nice. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Measured moves go up 113%, up to 42.19. We're just waiting. Just waiting. But you are resetting your stochastic really fast. So I do think a move to the upside is likely to come pretty soon. Yep, chugging along on the relative strength on the weekly. We're looking for a random blast off. Oh, move is coming from my ass right now. It is coming from my ass. We'll have to do a live stream collab in the future when your TikTok numbers get up there to do that. Yeah, that would be good. I don't mind doing collabs. They're always fun. I used to do them in gaming, though. I haven't done one in crypto TA or anything, so that will be a new experience for me. Speaking of gaming, Call of Duty Warzone's Verdansk is going to be coming back next week. That's going to distract me a little bit, guys, so bear with me. So Intel right now, you did bearishly backtest the weekly 50, and you're selling off from it. That's not a really good look. Your weekly stochastic extremely high as well. Not very pleasant. Entirely possible it turns the Titanic around. I mean, it is possible for it to start going up. It's just, it might be coming for a back test. And that wouldn't be fun. Your daily says you're going up. Your weekly is basically saying we could fall. Best map, no doubt. Exactly. Verdansk is the best map. So we're waiting to see what happens. If we get this higher low, I'm completely going to sign off. Be like, hey, 115% move to the upside. Getting back up to 41.74. Looks like it's going to happen. But until we get that higher low and we start moving up, I'm going to be very cautious on this one. Very cautious. Because if you notice, every time we sell off, we come basically to the exact same level. It's kind of a problem. Oh, the company as a whole, not the chart? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love how as soon as I get into that trade, Move is now utilizing my entry as support. That is crazy. Oh, it's fluctuating now. It's fluctuating. Gotta love these charts. Sim. It would be a new experience for me as well. I think it will help increase our following, though. It could. What the heck chart did you just bring me to here? What is this? Oh, this looks ridiculous. Rounded top is shit. Falling relative strength on the weekly. Bearish divergence like hell. Jesus Christ. This looks terrible. Jim, are you shorting this? You just lost your 200 weekly and you're getting a death cross. There's no reason to even think about going long. Super high stochastic. Relative strength not oversold. This looks like dog shit. This looks terrible. Wow, we got stopped out of Move that quickly. Do you guys see how crazy that is? As soon as I put a short in, we get stopped out. I want to short this, yes. Oh, it makes sense. Okay. Well, as long as you have a stop loss above this wick right here at 31.27, you're good. Everything's copacetic. How has Move not stopped me out yet? Apparently I'm still in the trade, but the spot price of Move is higher than the futures price. Weird. So, what's going on here? Weird. Put in your low. Put in your high. I would use that right there. You almost made your measured move down already, so now you're looking for another leg down? Wow, I'm still in the trade, even though my alert went off. That's crazy. Company stopped reporting earnings? Isn't that against the law? Like, don't you have to? Well, this looks good. 1671, next leg down. Find yourself 36% in a stock? Oh, God. But yeah, you could find yourself going down 36%. This could take a long time. This is the weekly chart. But, yeah, you could find yourself going down 36%. Wow, I'm still in the trade, guys. But my alert definitely was triggered. It's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing out of this one. I'd look for 36%. 1671 would be the target. I have a chart for you. Analyze. Tell me your thoughts on Mullen Automotive. We will check that out right after we look at Ario. Aerodrome Finance. I wouldn't touch Aerodrome. You're losing your only weekly support. You're trying to fight back above it and you're selling right now. I wouldn't go into Aerodrome at all. You were talking about switching over Solana into Aerodrome. I don't think that's a smart move. Personally speaking, I don't think it's smart. Stochastic's pushing you down again. You have not been able to get away from this level of support at all. Even when you tried, it pulled you back down. The sellers are in control down here. They're trying to milk this thing for all it's worth at this level. I would be looking for more downside out of this thing. Based off this low to this recent high, you could find yourself coming down to 34 cents. Vic, BitUnix has been giving me issues with alerts. BitUnix is giving you issues? That's not good. I get all my alerts on TradingView. I don't really trust the exchange to give me alerts. I didn't even know most exchanges do give alerts. But I just know weeks right now. They're keeping me in this trade, even though Move is still trying to push its way up. I guess it didn't stop out enough people with that push to the upside. I don't know. Arrow losing the finance to its drone. That's fair. Yeah, you could see another 31% downside here unless you get back above 51.6. The longer you stay below it, the worse it is. It just looks like you're bleeding out. So to transfer anything from the Solana network over to Arrow, I don't think is the best idea, but that's just my personal opinion. Never financial advice. All right, so what is this? Mullen Automotive. M-U-L-N. Mullen. All right, Mullen, whatever it is. Ew. What? Me, Damien. How am I supposed to analyze any of this? This is it's dead. It's no. What? No problem, Emery. No problem. This thing is toast. How are you gonna fall from? Oh my god! What the hell is this thing? Excuse me? What is this? Naked shorting. Bro, this thing was worth $1 billion. Are we serious? That's not even the top. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. What? Oh my god. So, at its highs, this was worth $77 billion. Someone bought at $77 billion. With a fucking B. Give them the Nobel Peace Prize. Who bought that? Someone bought that. That's why it's sold. It's a naked short chart if I've ever seen one. That was crazy. CTX, please. I got you covered, Peter. I got you covered. Guess that's what I mean. Weeks and BitUnix doesn't trigger my stop loss or take profit lately. Oh god, that sounds terrible. That is terrible, Vic. Holy shit. I've never had that problem. That's awful. It went from $77 billion to 11 cents. Who's buying the dip? Who's buying the dip? I'll throw $1 in there. I don't give a shit. I'll throw $1 in there. Give me 10 of these. One of your live stream viewers requested Mullen on me? Oh, God. That's buying the top. Seriously. This thing probably printed money in the dark pools. Right? Like, holy shit. That's crazy. The fact that it still has, like, buying pressure. I'll throw $1 in there. Why not? Triple split. No thank you. Looks like my stop loss is going to get triggered now. Maybe. Move's pushing its way up. It technically broke out. Technically broke out. Yeah, I'd give it $1. $12. I put $12 in here. Give me 10 shares. I'll put $12 in there. Think about it. I buy a cheeseburger for $12. This thing ever made it to all-time highs? Shit. I'm selling. Make it $50. Nah. $12. $12. $77 billion? Man, that's the lottery. Right there. That's the lottery. That's crazy. I don't understand it. All right. CTX. CTX. It's really gone sideways, hasn't it? This thing's really gone sideways, hasn't it? My goodness. All this TA I did for it to go absolutely sideways? I don't know what to tell you, brother. This is a daily chart. How sideways can you go? That's the question at this point. Even on a bearish backtest, you couldn't dump? What the hell? What the hell, man? Death cross coming in, I guess. So you expect downside? Maybe. All right, move is officially stopped out. All right, we lost on the move trade. We're officially stopped out to the downside or to the upside. So I guess it's bullish. I guess it's going up. Which also means Maker's probably going to go up too. I'm sorry, CTX, I can't really do much with that. So Maker, 14% upside. Probably going to happen. All right. Yeah, CTX. I mean, to do TA on this is so freaking difficult. Maybe downside, maybe upside. You've been stuck underneath. Oh my god. You've been stuck under this since March 8th. For 20 days straight, you have stuck to this level. You have not broken above it. You tried several times and you sold off. Expect downside. I don't know what else to tell you. There's only so long you can stay underneath the resistance before, buyers will just get exhausted. 20 days? 20 days. Why is move so bullish anyways? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe because it recently pulled back a lot. I don't have any idea. But Maker, it's probably going to go up 14%. So that's probably the trade you want to be in. So DZ, most bullish one, Maker. I guess you put in a higher low. I don't. A death cross on the daily really has me thinking you're about to dump pretty hard. 4 hour, you are resetting your indicators. Bearish backtest on the 200. Getting really tight moving averages. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'd be looking for 164.5. If for some reason you do get a move to the upside, you could find yourself back up to 375. It's really nothing in between. It's one or the other. I'd be leaning toward 164 though. 20 days of not breaking out. I don't trust it. I really don't. I would say 23% downside would make the most sense. Anyways, what was that one you just said? QNTM. QNTM. Quantum Biopharma. That sounds awful. It sounds like COVID 2.0. All right. You have support and a higher low. This is good. It's a very good start. Couldn't even test it. All right. So if you stay bullish, you could see this thing rally greatly. Could see it go all the way up to 27.42 if you stay bullish. Nice uptrend is being formed here, but it does look like you're going to try and put in a third higher low, which is not bad. It's just annoying at this point. Got overbought. You're still not overbought, so there's no bearish div to worry about. So that's good. Oh, move stopped me out. Now it's going down again. Fuck off. Porky, you should make YouTube short on your reactions. I think it would be great. Comic material. Maybe I'll think about it. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll think about it. So there's your consolidation pattern here. Keeps adding gold and Bitcoin to their treasury, putting pressure on the naked shorts. Oh, I gotcha. $14 pop happened. 900 million shorts traded. Float only had 1.5 million. Wow, that's crazy. We're 900 million short. That's crazy. Yeah, I think once it's done consolidating, you might see this thing rally up 217%. That's ridiculous for a stock. That's ridiculous. But hey, the possibility is there. I'm so mad at Move. Move really stopped me out. Now it's finding resistance. What the bastards. It's almost 9 o'clock. I should have waited. Damn it. Oh well. Am I missing any requests? I don't think so. Let's go back to Move. Let's see what just happened. Little bastards. Little bastards. So this is what tight stop losses get you. We got that wick above, but it stopped me out, and now it's pulling back. Ugh. Stupid. Reality, my stop loss should have been way up here, but I don't want to risk that on a weird looking Friday night. I don't want to risk that. It's kind of like I'm meeting a girl at the bar and the lights are just a little too dim, you know? Just don't want to risk that. So you tell the Uber driver, keep the lights off. You know, no big deal. Oh, it's trying to break out right now of this downtrend. Trying to break out. Let's see what Maker's doing. Maker finding its support. Look at that. Looking so incredibly weirdly bullish. It just doesn't want to fall. So Maker, I'm starting to think you're probably going to see this 14% rise. Crazy. V-shape. Sturtle. What? Keep them goggles on, exactly. Keep the beer goggles on and replenish them. That's all it is. So yeah, the market right now is looking weird. Looking like it wants to bounce. I mean, Aave over here looking like a Sudoku map. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Cleared your highs. So these highs right here got taken out before the dump. That's why this market's frustrating to trade. Because normally you're like, oh, cool. We put in a high, a lower high, third lower high. Great. It's going down. Nope. Pop up, stop out all the shorts, and send it down. The 1 hour stochastics looks silly for Move. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Looks ridiculous. But let's finish off. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, right now, there's a possibility of some downside that looks like it's not going to happen. We are holding 83,693 for reasons unknown. I don't know why this is acting as such strong support, but it is. So we do have the possibility of more upside. It is a possibility. 15-minute does look like it wants to rally again. Once again, at this moment in time, I don't see a very clear direction outside of this downtrend here. You did have this recent uptrend, which also, it wasn't really that long, so maybe it was this is the uptrend and we fell down from it, but whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as we maintain this downtrend, we could see that 2.2% move to the downside. It'll drag the alts with it. Just be careful of weird random movements to the upside. I honestly believe the ETFs will take it up by Monday to look like heroes. They had inflows today, so I don't think you're wrong. It's just they're buying over the counter, so it doesn't matter. I just want to know how the market makers have so much Bitcoin over the counter that they can sell. I mean, wasn't it supposed to be running dry? What happened? So the inflows stopped for a minute. All of a sudden they got to restock and now they have more to sell? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I won't try to make sense of it. Move is being an asshole. Asshole! Oh! Sorry. That's annoying. That's annoying. Downtrend still intact. That's annoying. Bearish divergence is here. Fucking annoying. Anyways. They're trading paper Bitcoin. This is Wall Street now, right? It's crazy. It is crazy. But noted, fraud is great again. So who knows? Maybe there will be more fraud coming. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. About to go put the kids to sleep. Then watch some anime with the wife. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, hopefully you guys got a little bit of value out of this stream. If you did, please like, subscribe to the channel, do all that. Paper Hands GME will market by Bitcoin, and that will be the catalyst for a reversal. Oh, if they market by Bitcoin, that'll be great. That'll be great. Don't trust Ryan Cohen, right? Never trust him. All right, everybody, I'm heading on out. Thank you all so much for coming in. I do appreciate you. If you haven't done so, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. It's a great place to be. That's where we all go in there, shoot the shit during the day, and I also post up trade setups when I find them. But noted, the market's been a little whiplashy. A lot of bad calls. Anyways, all I can do is show you what I find. But I will get on out of here. Deuces, everybody. Keep your stop losses tight if you are trading in this market. If you're not, get a good night's sleep. Yeah, get a good night's sleep. No problem, everybody. No problem. Like the stream before you leave. Exactly. Like it before you go. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy.